enjoy the night? I will. All right, everybody. Can I have your attention, please? Your attention, please.
Yes, sir.
Everybody come on to or around the dance floor. We know there's still people eating, but tough shit, we're still moving on. Here is Cheryl. 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 She's famous.
Well, most of you know how well I do at this, so I'm not doing it. Scott's gonna do it, but I say, I just get to see you. It's okay. I just love you all so much. I love it so much. I love Ashley so much. I'm so happy for you. And I did better this time.
Cheryl. Cheryl. All right, so Andrew kind of stole a line from me tonight because Ashley has played bride her entire life. Her and her cousin Emily did bride things and tortured little Alicia. Because Alicia was photographer, band, waiter, waitress, whatever it took. She was her. They were the slave. Yeah. So my little baby girl, at the very beginning when she was born, the skinniest little creature looked like a little spider, looked like a daddy long leg. And as she grew up, every time I spoke, unfortunately, she would cry. And it was a battle between me and her. She didn't know it, but my voice would scare her or something that we had a disconnect. And it was sad for me, to be honest, because I was just wanting to say, I love you, and but as years gone on, and I was her coach for soccer.
My diamond dad.
Yeah, my diamond girls. And as she grew up, our relationship really grew up. And we recently have been business partners, if you don't know. She is opening up the Big Red Barn Early Learning Center. And we've done this project for the last 2 years. And I gotta say, I finally met my daughter. And that kind of scares me because she's so old, but we bonded so well lately. We understand each other, and we now love more each other than we ever have. Not that we didn't, but we're able to really show our love. Ed, I mentioned this at the, and I'm gonna wrap it up. I mentioned this at the rehearsal dinner. You know, Ed was the kid across the hallway when I dropped her off.
Oh, yeah, bud.
What a dick. And all of a sudden, I kind of thought that day when we left, oh shit, he might be the one. I swear to God. I swear to God. I didn't know. I didn't ask you for your feelings. I'm talking about mine. So, Ed's grown on me. No, he really has. He's a good man. He's taking care of my girl. And Andrew also stole another line that Andrew can give up now, and I'm going to have to. But I can give her, but she'll always be mine. And now, Ed, you're always mine too. So, I love you both.
Oh, me too.
And I'm in love with you. To the Bouchard.
Where is Jerry? Jerry Bouchard. Jerry and Boo. And Boo Bouchard. Look at that handsome guy in a baseball cap. It's your turn, bud.
Short and sweet. I now have another daughter. Yeah, I can't say that. Come on. You almost did. Come on. And you can thank me over and over again that I convinced him to have more kids. Otherwise,
You should have stopped after me. Al should not have.
well, thank you and welcome to the family.
Yeah, hug your mom. Hug your mom. Good job. Good job.
No.
Nothing.
Not even a welcome to the booth.
Come on,
I might have lost a hunting partner, but gained somebody in the boat crew. Nice glasses.
Oh, I got a speech. I got a speech.
Try not to cry as much as I did at your wedding.
I ain't gonna cry.
Give him a champagne glass.
Good job.
Do you need to, like, I'll hold the mic for you.
I got it.
I want it from the heart. Yeah, not from paper. That speech is too long.
I gotta do it from paper, otherwise I won't say
Don't
anything.
listen. Don't listen.
I'm gonna damn spill the champagne.
You don't need champagne to speak.
I got it. Sorry. Thank you to Boo and Jerry for that phenomenal speech. We all saw this marriage coming for a long, long time, right?
No.
Goddamn, Eddie. Took you long enough or what?
For what?
First off, I'd like to thank Eddie for having me as his best man. I'm humbled, and it's an honor and a privilege to be selected out of our large group of top-notch boys. Yeah, I can't believe you gave me the microphone, though, knowing all the things I know about you and could say about you. But no, really, you're an awesome dude who loves everything about the outdoors, adventure, and is just full of life and laughter. It is always a fun time and a memorable time with you. We should also thank the people who are paying for this gorgeous event. So cheers to them and for putting on a great event and gathering all of us here today. So cheers.
Cheers,
All right, I'm gonna start off on a little story here now.
I forgot my neck pillow.
So, I first met Ed along with the rest of these friggin' hoodlums.
That's a real word.
I met the rest of these hoodlums in high school while playing soccer. And as a new kid, they had to call me something, right? So they graciously nicknamed me Chow. Which is how just about everybody knows me today. Even people that have I didn't go to high school with, they know me as Chow, so. Yeah. Until I joined the Marine Corps, I saw Ed every day from the moment I met him. Whether it was playing soccer, lacrosse, snowboarding, throwing parties in the woods of Summit County, ding-dong dicting every house in Summit Cove, Running from the police. Shout out to shout out to Clay. Or getting caught by the police. Also shout out to Clay. After where's all the parents in here? After stealing and throwing pumpkins in the highway. Yeah. Shout out to everybody who bailed us out of jail. We were always together, right? Ed was always at my house, or I was always at his, or we were always at Noah's or Greg's or somebody's house, right? Causing some sort of ruckus for our parents. Another shout out for all the parents out there who dealt with all of our stuff. Ed was the source of so much laughter and has always had some sort of fun adventure for us to go on. Really though, he's so good at just about everything, and it does annoy me because I'm not as good as him at anything that we've ever done. After high school, Ed and I decided to be roommates for our freshman year at CSU. Go Rams. I remember I remember we set up our room and we were just sitting there like, well, what do we do now? And so, as 18-year-old boys, we decided to get a few drinks in us and meet some ladies. Yeah. We were unsuccessful. After a few freshman orientation meetings with our hall, we met Ashley, who lived right across the hall from us. How convenient for Ed, right? The first thing I ever said to Ashley was, "Are you sick or something? Because you look bad." She was. That's true. I'm so sorry for that. You look you look beautiful today, though. So.
I was in my PJs in my dorm room, which was my home.
Are you sick or something? Come on.
I don't know. The first thing. Oh, wait, never mind. Well, Ed and I's irresistible charm must have done something because Ashley quickly joined our little summit posse and hung out with us every day. I remember that when Ed and Ashley first started hanging out in my dorm room together alone, and I thought to myself, well, Ed, you better lock this shit down because she is way out of your league. And sure enough, they have been together ever since, so he must have been hearing what I thought. Well, when I look back at my youth, and some of the most exciting times of my life, you two are always involved in some way, shape, or form. Ashley took care of Ed and I many, many nights after a little too much liquid fun. Ed has always been there to laugh at me when I did something stupid. Oh, not stupid, embarrassing. And both of you were there when I started dating my lovely wife, Jen. In fact, I'd say that Ashley is a huge reason as to why I bagged that girl who is also way out of my league. For real though, I don't know why anybody dates the Summit boys. All are crazy.
Us either. We don't know either.
Hey, don't ever doubt us. Don't ever doubt us. Dude.
I always catch myself smiling at the many memories we've made together, and sometimes miss those simpler days full of debauchery but so much fun. Ed, you are truly one of my best friends, and I'm forever grateful that you've always been there for me. Ashley, I will always remember the best advice and true kindness you give to anybody, especially your best friends and family, and I thank you for steering me on the path that I am now. I have nothing but the best wishes for you both going forward. I know that this is the start of a long marriage and happiness, and full of happiness and joy. Ed, if you're ever in need of marriage advice, you can come to me, but I'm still figuring everything out, so you might have to defer to your parents. Ashley, I know you always love Eddie for the man that he truly is. And take care of him whenever he somehow hurts himself. I love you both, and I'm so happy for you too. Cheers to the newlyweds.
Good speech.
All right, everybody better drink.
Thank you.
I apologize to anyone who has never met my friend group.
We're all terrible.
Hey, speak for yourself.
No, thank you for having me. My name's Noah. I'm one of the groomsmen, obviously. I've had a few too many to drink, but that's usually how events with Ed and Al and the Bouchards go. So I guess I'll start. My relationship with Ed started in kindergarten, but I met him and his brother. Sorry, I need to keep the mic to my face. I met him and his brother Al. They, like any brothers, they can never be separated, but somehow they still hated each other, which I think they still do to this day. Just a little bit. But we spent every day together, shooting guns, riding dirt bikes, skiing, snowboarding, playing video games, literally anything you could think of. We lived the life in Summit County. But growing up in a small town can be difficult, especially for a single child like me. But it not when you have friends like Ed and the rest of the boys that we have over here. So now it felt like I had a family just from the friends that I had. Growing up, we played a bunch of sports together. This is where I learned about Ed's competitive side. Ed would always try to win and be the best that he could in whatever he did. Video games especially, he would always kick our ass in everything we did. Sweaty. But no, some of the best days of my life were when we used to play Yahtzee and President. President's a game that I think is very close to the Bouchard family. But I still to this day...
It came from my family.
It came from your family?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
hey, it got adopted to the Bouchards, and now it's being passed on. But to this day, I still think that I'm the president, which if I could, I'd cue the presidential music, and then edit. But then I think Ed and Boo are both vice garbage men down at the bottom of the table. Team high IQ, I agree. But I always knew never to lose when it came to Ed and Al. They would always make us pay. They would always come up with the best punishments for losing. In Como at their family's property, we would always compete to be the best shooters, golfers, archers, dirt bike riders, whatever. But Ed's competitive side would always kick in, and we would always lose because of him, always taking it very seriously. I remember one of my favorite ones was when we decided to, or one of the punishments was when we decided to wear fireman boots and run away from paintball guns being shot at us until the rounds were empty. And I still think I have welts on my butt to this day. Because those fireman boots were way too heavy to be running in. That's all I'll be saying. I guess another story, Ed also loved being the class clown in middle school and high school. I remember our class that we had with Mr. Spearling, Spoo. He was a legend. History teacher back in 8th grade, I think. Ed would always do everything he could to get under Mr. Spearling's skin. He would hide under his pedestal before class and scare him in the middle of the class and hide in his closet, but Mr. Spearling was also always awesome about giving it back to him. He loved talking crap to us and playing jokes on us all the time, but that always wasn't the case. I think to this day, Ed still holds the record at Summit Middle School for most referrals ever given. I think it was at a number of like 150 our 7th and 8th grade years, something pretty ridiculous. But no, he always wanted to have fun and make trouble, but we were always along for it. I guess once we got into college, we all kind of went our separate ways. I ended up going to California freshman year of college, but kind of dropped out of the friend group for a minute, but wanted to, or I heard stories about Ed meeting some lady. In all honesty, I was pretty blown away. I never could have imagined Ed being a girl or a guy with a girlfriend, especially one of the first ones out of our friend group. But I knew that if he had found a girl, that she would be awesome. And so the moment I met Ashley, I knew she was special and was someone lucky enough for my Eddie. Their chemistry and their love for each other is infectious and an inspiration to us all. Ashley has brought out a side of Ned I never thought I could see. I didn't know he could be a loving and caring and compassionate person because he was always so sweaty. No, I'm just kidding. But Ashley brought that out in him. I couldn't be more proud and happy to be able to live this life with you guys. I wish you nothing but the best and all the life of happiness. And I'm so honored and grateful to be here to share this with you guys. I can't wait to be an uncle one day.
Yeah!
To the Bouchards. Cheers. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys so much.
I love you.
Oh, who's next?
Okay. So I'm announcing it now. I'm not going to look at Ashley at all. So sorry if that's a little awkward. No. No. Okay. Shalom, everyone. Shalom. I'm Alicia, Ashley's little sister. I got to have the wonderful experience of living in Ashley's giant shadow my entire life. Ashley has always been the loudest, most confident, most beautiful person in every room. Now, as her younger sister, I haven't always seen this as a positive. Honestly, I always hated it. You were honestly taking up all of my spotlight. I'm shaking, yeah. Okay.
Colin had to hold my papers.
Okay. I've always seen you take out my spotlight. Okay. But now that we have grown and I have watched you grow as a woman, I can now see and appreciate the beauty and confidence that you hold is nothing more than a blessing. Throughout my entire life, I've seen Ashley grow from a prissy little princess to an incredible athlete and model to a business owner and now a wife. But over all of the years, I have never seen her grow as much as she has this past year. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
For anyone who doesn't know.
Where are you at?
No, it's fine. Shake it off, damn it. Shake it off. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Ashley chose to get baptized this past year, and she has dove headfirst into her faith. That deserves a huge cheer. God has always been the foundation in our family's lives, and Ashley has always had her faith. But she has chosen to go even further and aim to be a true woman of God. I have never been so proud of you in my life. The desire that you have to better your heart and to worship Jesus is living proof that you were made in God's image to be the perfect wife and mother.
Perfect.
Okay. Without having any marriage experience myself, I am not the best person to give any advice to a bride and groom. So being the resourceful person I am, I chose I chose to go to the person with the most wisdom and experience with love and marriage that I know. As our gorgeous grandmama stated, a marriage is not between two people but three, both of you and God. Marriage is not easy and will come with misunderstandings and frustrations. In order to keep the peace that you both fell in love with forever, you must put God first. Practice and say the words, "I'm sorry." Those are the hardest words to say, but the most important. But most importantly, remember you cannot change your spouse and you can only change yourself and your behaviors. Yes. So, Ashley, I am excited to see what kind of wife and mom you will become and the legacy that you will leave in God's kingdom. And Ed, I wouldn't want anyone else as my only brother-in-law, and I'm so thankful that you entered all of our lives. You have allowed all of us to put our guards down because you have continuously proven that you are the man that God made for Ashley. You encourage her to be bold and independent and have shown continuous support for all of her big dreams. You are truly a great man. You have earned the spot in our family and hearts by just being you. Okay.
Almost done.
So congrats, Ed, for marrying the most beautiful soul on this planet, and Ashley, thanks for leaving.
They got me crying up here. I don't know about you guys. Let me wipe my tears away.
Love you.
Yeah, I don't address, but it's fine.
Good job.
Okay. Hello. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Katie. I'm obviously one of the bridesmaids. I met Ashley at CSU orientation in 2015, and we bonded over our hatred for math. Once freshman year started, we were practically inseparable. That year, the Harris family took me in as one of their own, and they haven't quite gotten rid of me yet. I remember meeting Eddie freshman year as well. He and Colin lived across the hallway from Ashley, and slowly they became a part of all of our plans as well. I'm not jealous, it's fine. Fast forward to sophomore year, I transferred back to Vermont, and a lot of people actually told us we wouldn't stay friends, a lot of whom are still in this room.
F all the haters.
Between the yearly trips back to Colorado, usually for the Bouchard twins' birthday, because how was I going to miss that? Look at us now. Honestly, almost as impressive as the Summit Boy friendship. One of my favorite memories shared with Ashley and Ed occurred since I've moved back to Colorado. And no, I'm not talking about the time it took us 8 hours to drive from Lakewood to Silverthorne for the Bouchard Thanksgiving.
But we made it.
We sure made it, and we got shots when we got there. This time was the three of us driving to Como in hopes of meeting the rest of the Bouchard clan there. Yes, another time I invited myself to another family function. But this time just to find out that no one else was actually going to drive up that night. So instead, Eddie cooked us some tamales over the fire. We played cards and watched deer run in the field under the sunset. For me, I couldn't ask for a much better time with these two as I've always valued our one-on-one time. Ash and Ed have never made me feel like a third wheel or out of place when I'm around them. And it's crazy how over the last 8 years so little has changed. And at the same time, everything has changed. I mean, how many times has Ed changed his haircut?
We miss the long hair.
We do miss the long hair. Seriously though, from watching your relationship blossom from the beginning, I'm so grateful to have been involved in so many of your adventures together. I've watched the two of you overcome struggles, celebrate each other's successes, and begin to place the building blocks for a truly supportive and loving marriage. My only advice for you guys is to never stop being silly and to always find new ways to rekindle your love for each other. To your families, thank you for being the biggest and best adopted family in Colorado. Thank you. To Ash and Ed, thank you for being such amazing friends. I love you both, and I can't wait to watch you guys continue to grow. I love you.
Thanks, Katie.